Hi team, I hope you're having an awesome day. I was asked by Adam and Angela Parker to create a video for you guys on how to sign distributors. I know that Angela created one yesterday, which was fabulous. And then of course I have to create one after that and try to fill in those shoes. But I wanted to just kind of give you what works for me and how I've been signing distributors with this business. But I want to start that off by saying that everybody runs their business differently and everyone's going to have different suggestions and advice for what works for them. So I just ask that you watch this video with an open mind and take from it what works for you. And it may mean that you take a little bit from me, you take a little bit from Angela or whoever your other leaders are, and you put together something that is most beneficial or most effective for what you're able to do. Because of course the way that I answer or respond to certain posts or the way that I communicate with people is going to be different for every single person. So I just want to start off with that because that's the most important thing, is that you find a system that works for you, and when you find that system, you be consistent with it. Because I think doing the same things over and over and over again is what really is the key to producing awesome results for you and how you grow your business. I've compiled a list of topics that I want to cover, so I'm hoping that this will come through and not be kind of scattered and jumping all over the place, but I wanted to touch on every single aspect of the different things that I do that compiled all together is what has really been effective for me in growing my team and signing distributors and just what is, working for me, what my system is. So I want to start off with posting. Posting is so crucial, and I think that that's one of the hardest things for me to implement in the mindset of new distributors is how important posting is. I really feel like this business has two folds. One of it is posting consistently and effectively, and then the other fold of that is personally reaching out and touching people, asking them for their goals, how you can help, what their mindset is, what they're trying to achieve, letting them know you're thinking about them. So it's really two folds of this business. One is that you're posting consistently, and the other fold is that you're reaching out to people as well. And that's not just, occasionally when it comes to mind, but being consistent with it every single day doing that. And when you're posting, and I'm just going to focus right now on the distributor, the opportunity side of it, not the product base. So when you're posting, I would try to mix it up a little with your opportunity post. Maybe it's somebody that their interest is sparked when you tell a story, whether it's a personal story or a story of another leader. Or maybe it's money sparks their interest. I did a great post that to me, it was a picture of a bunch of $100 bills. To me, that's tacky, and I almost oh, I don't want to post that. But you would be amazed at the amount of responses that I got from that post, because somebody's love language is dollar bills, and somebody's love language is stories. Someone wants to feel the emotion of it. Some people, it's a time issue. Some people are sparked with meeting a deadline. So, sometimes the post about I have 5 spots to fill by, tomorrow. If you want it on this, respond. Some people, respond to that. So I think it's key to mix up your different kind of opportunity posts. Use a little bit of everything. And then the other aspect of how I get distributors is cold messaging. And I know that there are some people that are so against cold messaging and they don't do it, and they're effective and they're successful. But like I said in the beginning, this is what works for me. So I definitely do some cold messaging on Facebook and both Instagram. So on Facebook, I do cold messages, but it's not completely cold as far as how I feel about that person. What I will usually do is I pick out, and I set a deadline for myself, I'll pick out 10 people or something, and I just kind of start at the beginning of my friends list and I work my way down, and I'll just message them and say something hey Amanda, I've seen your post recently, and I can't help but think how incredible you would be at this business. I'm building my team. Your name keeps popping into my head, and I just think that you would be awesome. Would it be okay if I sent you some more information? And so that's kind of my Facebook cold message. Instagram, I cold message also. And again, I'll just go and I'll set a goal for myself. Usually it's 20 people. And I know, again, that might seem like a lot to you, but it goes so quickly because really it's just a copy paste kind of situation. Change it up just a little bit to make it more personal. But it doesn't take long to send a cold message, and it gets incredible response. So on Instagram, I might like find somebody's page that looks like a good potential, like you legitimately think that they would be good at this business. Maybe it looks like, you know, a mom with some young children, that it would be awesome if she could stay home with those children. Or maybe it looks like somebody that is really goal driven and looks like they would have like the motivation and the power to succeed in this business. And I will message them. I'll first go to their page and I'll like, you know, maybe 5 or 6 pictures, comment on 2 or 3 of their pictures, and then I send them a message. And it's just like, hey girl, I love your Instagram feed. You seem like a really happy, motivated person. I think that you'd do great at this business. I don't know, you know, if you've ever thought about a home-based business, but could I send you some additional information? So it's kind of similar to your Facebook, but just keep in mind that like Facebook is more of your warm market and people expect it to be warm. So it's usually, if I'm cold messaging, it's people that, you know, I know or I, you know, have known in the past. It's not somebody just like completely blind that I've never even spoke to. Usually it's somebody that like maybe I've been friends with and I'm just like checking in. I've been thinking about you. But Instagram is more receptive to like completely cold, like you don't know them, you've never talked to them face to face, and you're just like messaging them like, hey, you know, your posts keep popping up in my feed, and I just keep thinking about like, you know, I love your feed. You'd be so awesome at this. You're really motivated. You're really positive, and I think you'd be a great asset to our team. So yes, cold messages. I do them both to Facebook and Instagram. Another way that I cold message on Instagram, like I don't do this on Facebook, but on Instagram I will, anybody that likes my opportunity post, I will send them a message and I'm just like, you know, hey, thanks for the love on my post. Are you interested in what I do? Or thanks for the love on my post. Could I send you some additional information about what I do? And so again, every single person that likes an opportunity post, that's an opportunity to like send them a message and introduce them to your business. And don't make it pushy. Just like, hey, you know, thanks. You showed interest in my post. Could I send you some additional information to see if this would be a good fit for you? Let's see, what else? Oh, key here. This is so important. And this is what I try to implement into my team as well, is like, you've got to learn to be effective at signing distributors. You have got to learn to zap every single excuse, zap every single objection. Like that's our goal. Guys, you are so fortunate because you work with a company, it works, that is fail-proof, meaning that no excuse in this world should keep somebody from joining your business. And you've got to believe that. You've got to be passionate about that. And once you learn and get comfortable with overcoming every single excuse, that is the trick to signing a distributor. Like that, if I could say anything to you guys, that would be key here, is like really get, you know, I think Angela, and I'll try to link it down below, but I think Angela shared a good article with us the other day about good responses to every single excuse. Get comfortable with those, save those to your phone. Because that literally is, I think, the key to signing a distributor, is that no matter what excuse they give you, and trust me, every single person has an excuse, whether it's like, I don't have enough time, I don't have $99 to start, I don't know enough people, is this a pyramid scheme? Like every single person has an excuse. So when you can become an effective, like, excuse zapper, objection zapper, like you'll see amazing results there. Because I think like every single distributor I have signed, and I'm talking at this point 25, 30 distributors, every single person has had an excuse in the beginning. We all do. It's almost like a natural reflex is to like give an excuse when somebody presents an opportunity. But if you can become the person that believes in that person, like no matter what they say, you have something to overcome that. And the trick here is like, to, you know, you believe in that person. So the trick is get them to believe in themselves. When you can get them to believe in themselves and believe that they can do this, no matter what, they can do this, you know, it all falls into place. They're like, yeah, sign me up. You know, like, I'm too busy. I work a full-time job. I don't think that I can make this work. Like, that's no problem. This business is so customizable. It's completely from social media. So no matter where you are, if you have your phone, if you have a Wi-Fi signal, like you're in business, you can do this. It doesn't matter if you want to dedicate 8 hours a day to it, if you want to dedicate 15 minutes a day to it, like you can make this work. So that's the trick, is like overcoming every single excuse. If you don't know how to overcome an excuse, if you get a response with any kind of excuse, reach your upline, you know, post on the team pages and get some good responses to how to reply to those, because there is a solution to every excuse out there. That's so important. What else do I have? Lean into your team. Again, like whenever you need somebody to kind of like help you with a response, lean into your upline or lean in even your sideline. Ask like, what do you guys say to these kind of excuses? How would you reply to this message? Or, you know, this is my last communication with this person. I really want to get them signed up as a distributor. How would you guys kind of seal the deal or move forward or overcome this obstacle? Because you guys have a huge team. Like we have awesome resources on our team. We have people that are doing amazing things. We have people that are signing tons of distributors. We have some that are signing tons of customers. And like utilize that resource. Lean into each other. Ask your teammates how they would deal with this situation or how they would overcome this next obstacle. Don't ever leave a conversation with a potential just like dead because you don't know how to respond to it. Like lean into your team. Even if they're not your direct upline or your downline, like lean into everybody. We can be a huge resource to each other if we really work as a team in this business. Challenge groups I have written down. Over the past couple weeks, I have gathered some people on my team that are working towards signing distributors, and I've created like these little mini challenge groups with each other. And basically what I do, like ideally it's like 4 or 5 people in a challenge group because it is kind of time consuming. But what I do is I create challenge groups with them, and every single day, like I start off the day with certain challenges that they should accomplish that day. And it's not hard to do. It's just kind of what I do on a daily basis. So usually it's like a good opportunity post suggestion. Then it's like follow up with everybody from the day before that commented or liked on that previous opportunity post. What else? It's like doing your cold messages. I set a goal for them of how many cold messages to send out, or you know, like just different challenges that they can do each day, and talk to your top line or your even one of the leaders, maybe a diamond or above leader, and ask them if they want to like create a challenge group. And it's not managing your team. It's like really looking for the ones that need that, because some of us are driven by challenges, by deadlines, and some of us literally like we wake up and we're just not really sure of a good like strategy of what to accomplish that day. What are some action steps that we can do that are income producing activities that are going to help us get these potentials? And you would be amazed at the end of these like week-long challenge groups that we're doing, you'd be amazed at how many potential distributors my team is gaining just from like following these basic challenges each day. So I love these. I think the people that have been involved with them are loving them. So I strongly suggest, like if you're a leader, even if you're like a Ruby, like you are not too fresh in this to be able to just like bring your team together and give them some daily challenges just for a week to kind of get them on track. And it really shows your team what they can be doing each day, how to get potentials, how to cultivate those. And it's a great way to like work as a group or challenge group to like help with responses or help with overcoming excuses, because you're like really focused working closely with that little group of people just for that short amount of time. And it's powerful. Like, you know, you do amazing things that week, but it really it puts the mindset of what do I do every single day? Where can I stay focused if this is what I need to do that day to really continue building your business? Because I really feel like signing distributors is a snowball effect. You do these daily activities and you're constantly building new potentials every single day. Every day you'll get a new potential if you follow these challenge groups or these, steps to really doing income producing activities. And as you create that snowball and you're constantly building to that, eventually you're going to start seeing people sign from that. So you continue to build your snowball. More people are signing that you've been working on for a while. And it just continues to build throughout your business. But you've got to start like creating that snowball. Don't give up. Don't like wait a day or two and just not work anything, because eventually like that snowball dwindles and then you're waiting for it to rebuild again before you start seeing some fruits from your efforts. So stay consistent with every single thing that you can do to build your business, build your potential base. Expanding your market is super important. You can't just, if you just work on the market that you have right now and you're just cultivating that market and you're not doing anything to build your market, eventually you're going to run out of prospects or people to reach out to. So even while you're building these potentials, you're building this group to reach out to, expand the market that you're using. So that means adding additional friends on Facebook every day, adding more follower or people that you're following on Instagram every single day. interact with on Instagram, interact with those that you're following but aren't following you back. You know, you can get that list through different apps like Crowdfire. But go to their pages and like start liking some of their pictures and commenting on some different things that they have posted there, because it's so important for you guys to build, expand your market every day. And that doesn't have to be all on social media. Like, you know, when you're out at soccer games for your kids, talk to people. Add those people on Facebook. When you're at a restaurant, talk to your server. Add her on Facebook. You know, like blitzing is huge. That's a great way to build your market. So blitzing is sometimes face-to-face, but blitzing can also be through social media by adding different people, interacting with those people, sharing your business with different people. So always be building your market. Parties are an awesome way to get new potentials and new distributors. Holding Facebook parties, you know, inviting those people that you think would be amazing to these team parties that we do every week for potential distributors. You know, not only inviting them, but sending them a personal message and just let them know, like, I was thinking about you. This is no commitment, but would you mind just like hopping on the party? Just, you know, look through the information that's provided and let's see if this would be a good fit for you. See if it's something that you could do. Doing home parties is an awesome way too. I have found that like a face-to-face talk is powerful. If you can see somebody face-to-face and explain your business to them, I think that like the success rate goes sky high, because like there's something powerful between, you know, looking at somebody eye to eye and explaining what you do, explaining your belief in them, explaining your belief in your business and what you're doing. So get some parties going. If you can't do it face-to-face, take advantage of the Facebook parties that we do as a team. Another thing is follow up. That's so key. You know, you talk to people and they're like, well, I'd love to join you, but I don't get paid until, you know, next Friday. Don't forget about that person. Like next Friday, you better be following up with that potential, because, you know, if you don't, they'll forget, or maybe it's, you know, maybe excuses come in the way and those overcome that person's desire to join your team. Like stay in contact with these potentials. If they say, I don't get paid until next Friday, but I'd like to explore it then, or I'd like to join you then, next Friday, make a note on your phone or on your calendar, whatever you use to stay focused and on track. Make a note and follow up with that person. Whether, I like to do it like the day before. If it's payday next Friday, the day before, follow up with them and just remind them, like, I'm so excited. Tomorrow's payday. I've been saving a spot for you on my team. I cannot wait to get you started. I will be in touch with you first thing in the morning and let's get this going. Like, this is the opportune time to join my team. So just make sure like you follow up. It's your goal, even if they don't ask to be followed up with. Maybe it's like, I'm not interested right now. That's not a closed door. That is not a no. So, you know, follow up with them. Put them on your calendar for maybe a month down the road or whatever time frame works for you. But don't close that door forever. Leave it open until they say, you know, Meredith, leave me alone, go away. Like, I will be following up with you at some point. And that's really like, you've got to have that like persistent, I believe in you mentality, and it will get you so much better results. The only other thing I wanted to touch on is that, you know, if you're awesome at signing loyal customers, don't think that you're not awesome at signing distributors. If you're awesome signing loyal customers, if you have ever signed a loyal customer, you now have a potential distributor. Every single loyal customer is a potential distributor. So make sure that, you know, once your loyal customer gets to their like almost 3-month point, it's not too early to go ahead and introduce the idea of becoming a distributor. So like after they've completed their 3 months, they are able to close their loyal customer account and open up a distributor account without any kind of penalty. So put that on your list. Like when you're doing your follow-ups, if they're at their 3 months, introduce a distributor. Like, you know, hey, Mary, I've been thinking about you. You've been using your products for a little while now. I know how much you love whatever, wraps, greens, whatever they've been using. Now that you've had experience using these products and seeing how incredible they are, I would love to introduce you to possibly making some money too. You can use the products, you continue using the wraps or whatever, and you can make an extra income. I really think you'd be incredible. Could I send you some additional information? So every loyal customer is a potential distributor as well. Don't ever like think, oh, well, they're a loyal customer, like that's done. I've done my part for them. No, you haven't. Like, let them be a customer for their 3 months and then reintroduce, like, what about distributor? So I hope that anybody that was watching this got a few helpful tips. I tried to cover like a lot of different areas. I think the biggest thing is like you are reaching every single angle that you can. You're being consistent with your efforts. You're reaching out to people. You are not just sitting back and waiting for the phone to ring and somebody to be like, hey, I love what you're posting, sign me up. Because if you're waiting for that, it might happen, might, not likely. It's your job. Like, you guys have something amazing. You guys have your hand on a gold mine. And like, if you're not passionate about sharing that, get passionate. Like, read some stories, get motivated, because I think that I do so well with signing distributors because I love what I'm doing. I love to see the success that I've achieved, that my team is achieving, that our leaders are achieving, and I just like, I feel so passionate that I need to share that, of sharing that with everybody else. So guys, take a few notes in this video, rewatch it if you need to, but most importantly, like, get consistent, get plugged into what you can do every single day that's going to be income producing, that's going to be building that potential base. And the more you work those potentials, the more you follow up with those potentials, and that you stay persistent and consistent, the better off you're going to be. You will start seeing some distributors signing your team. Don't give up. You know, plug in, lean on your team, get some good resources. Watch videos. Like, you know, YouTube needs to be your best friend. Watch videos, educate yourself, and ask questions. Like, I'm here to answer any questions. I know that our leaders are here to answer any questions. We want to see you succeed. We believe in you. We know that you can do this. It is a fail-proof business. It's just a matter of learning the right things to do and doing them over and over and over again. So guys, let us know if you have any questions. I hope you love this video. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and let's sign some distributors.